The news is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Romney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon, Nail Spa and Barbershop, Tisley Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, and Digicel, simply more speed, reliability and entertainment.
With Digicel, it's the Christmas that keeps on giving. Switch on to the fastest LTE network with any plan or bundle and get more data to enjoy. More value worth celebrating. More entertainment on the move. And more connectivity to create more Christmas moments. Plus, now there's more ways to win with My Digicel's Pick and Win. There's thousands in cash and prizes. With Digicel, it's the Christmas that keeps on giving.
One of the 16 persons on the Constitutional Review Committee is former legislator Honorable Ronnie W. Skelton, who continues to be a source of reason as the Commission meets the public.
And in today's world, all over the globe, you can't just have somebody appointed with unlimited powers. On one breath, Madam Chair, the COI is saying that the elected official cannot have discretionary powers. It needs to be controlled, it needs to be used in whatever regulations and stuff. But in the same breath, the British government, through the Privy Council, give their representative the right to make a major decision on the country using discretionary powers. So he says that we're playing with two different set of marbles. So, Madam Chair, it is important for the young people and the people who live among us understand that we need to build a country, and every step of the way you're going to have people, bad people, the wicked people who are going to do wrong things, but that should not stop you from building a country.
This was at the Virgin Islands Constitutional Review Educational and Consultative Forum held at the H. Lafferty Stout Community College on Friday, December 9, 2022.
Madam Chair, every time this country's constitution was advanced, our people in our country advanced. In 1967, Madam Chair, we had no education, no secondary comprehensive education. We had no electricity. We had no hospital that were able to help our people properly. In 1967, we got a constitution, and all of those things changed. We had the electricity expansion throughout the Virgin Islands, all the way to Virgin Gorda. We had comprehensive secondary education for everybody. Before then, only 25 or 27 kids were able to go to to secondary school. All of us went to 7th standard, and they went to learn a trade, or if they had families in the U.S. Virgin Islands or in the States, they were able to go overseas and be educated. With the help of, I think it's the Canadian government, we were able to really had a secondary high school. And this because of our elected leaders at the time went out and do what needs to be done in the interest of the people of the Virgin Islands. Electricity was the same thing. We had to raise, at that time they raised funds, debentures, in order to build out the electricity system, which we had to pay for. All of these things were paid for. The healthcare system, and around the same time, took a bump up, and our people were able to get decent healthcare based on the time. In 1976, more power was given to the elected officials, and we see another bump. That's when we got the finance under our control, and we were able to get the economy moving strongly in order to educate more of our people. Today we have a college. And before this, we were sending hundreds of kids overseas to get bachelor's and master's degrees. Then in 2007, which was the last constitution advancement, I was on one of those. I was on the committee, and the British government basically make it quite clear that I think this is it. You need to make a decision. We had disasters in 2017, so we were not able to take the next steps to move our country forward. But between then and now, we hit a bump in the road, a serious bump, that is causing us to look at our systems and our institution in a very critical way. Because we can't make the next step unless we fix some of these stuff for the protection of our people and our institutions. So we are here. And history is proving that every time elected officials the country got more autonomy, the country advances. There are a lot of people who came to live among us who probably don't understand this. But this is something that they need to understand, and so we can move forward. Yes, we need to put checks and balances in place. They should have been in place already, but they're not there. So let us put them in place, and let us take the next step. Because the next step is important for the development of our country.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.